Hey, my name's Nels Anderson. I am the lead designer of Mark and the Ninja from Clay Entertainment. We made Shank and Shank 2, but this is our crazy new 2D stealth game, which isn't really a thing that exists per se, certainly not at this scope anyway. So it's kind of cool. We're definitely really excited to be finally showing it off here at PAX East.
Don't you hear the bell?
So one of the things you may notice kind of straight out of the gate is when your ninja moves from light right here, you can see he's kind of like, his colors are all really vibrant and pop. As soon as you move into darkness, his color palette changes completely. He becomes, you know, just in black with those red highlights and the white outlines. Because we wanted to make this stealth aspect of the game really, really clear. Like, I personally really like stealth games a lot. They're some of my favorite games to play, but I understand that they can be kind of inaccessible sometimes just because there's so much kind of like invisible hidden information going on instead. Well, one of the things we built out is these hiding spots where you can be concealed and then the enemies move past oblivious, and then you can move like very quickly from hiding spot to hiding spot. Again, moving in and out of light. So you can certainly, you know, you can run, but you see it creates these big rings of noise, and that actually is an illustration of how far that noise travels. So if that noise overlaps with some guards, they hear it, and then you can, you know, use that to your advantage. Like, okay, well, I'm going to make a noise over here, knowing that it will distract the guards, so then I can move, you know, past them or whatever. Aside from, you know, like Tenchu, which came out friggin' 14 years ago, right? Like, not that many ninja games are about actually being sneaky, and of course, when the time is right, like sneaking and stabbing your opponents, but it has to be very measured and deliberate. You should feel sneaky. So you can do things like move around bodies, you can actually hide them in certain places, but of course, this is also a spot that I could hide in. But if I have hidden in a body in a spot like that, I can't use it to hide myself. Really, one of our watchwords when designing this game was like deliberateness and choice. I can wait on the ceiling. So if I wanted to, say I could like target, blow out both these lights. Instead, I'm going to wait for him to get right down below me. I'm actually going to drop, hit both those lights, and then take him out. So again, here I kind of deliberately got myself exposed because if the enemies see you, you still have some ability to defend yourself, but you are definitely a glass cannon in that regard. So you're very powerful when you're kind of in your, you know, your sneaky darkness element, but when you're on your own, you're a bit exposed. So if the guys see you, you have to be very, very quick and careful. So in every level, we have these three of these things, these optional objectives we call seals. And so that's kind of how we're layering the difficulty in the game, because obviously for some people stealth, if they're not familiar with like the gameplay and tropes of the genre, we don't want there to be really big barriers for them to actually be able to play the game. So we add these optional objectives where it's obviously harder stuff to do that people who are more familiar with the genre or like really want to master all the levels can approach, but it's not something that's going to block you from just finishing the level. So I'll grab this guy, and then I can make a noise down here. Oh no, he saw me. Let's see if he'll... And then I can kind of do a ring around the rosy thing here. And because I took out his buddy, I can be a little bit more overt and not have to worry about it. Take him out on the ground, and then continue along. And again, it's all about like having choice in your playstyle. So if you want to be the sneaky guy that like completely doesn't kill anybody in the entire game, that's a playstyle we support. If you want to be like super aggro and take everybody out but super silently, that's also an option. Like choice and kind of deliberateness were basically the watchwords when we designed this game, and that's the stuff we're going to push. So that is Mark of the Ninja. It's going to be coming this summer on Xbox Live Arcade from Clay Entertainment. So if you like ninjas or stealth games or awesome 2D animation, we really hope you check it out.